Sometimes when you come to think of it, in one way, you feel that is it possible that this issue of the bloodline identity, the ancestry, the lineage, the bloodline talents, gifts, and anointing is one way of nature guaranteeing the abilities, underwriting the caliber of a given lineage, fortifying the descendants so that they'll be able to make it through thick and thin, whether they're going through a storm or a time of their lives. They'll be able to succeed. They'll be able to make it. Is it possible that is God's way of depositing abilities within people that will distinguish them so that they can play certain roles that are identity specific, that are lineage specific, so that they have their own place and they can survive on the basis of those talents and of those gifts that they have been given by the Creator. You even hear in stories in the scriptures that certain tribes in Israel were designated for certain roles and responsibilities. You learn about the tribe of Benjamin, the Benjamites, if one could call them that way. They are known for their military exploits, warriors, conquerors, the whole tribe. And when you think of the tribe of Judah, oh, the rulers, the lions, the scepter of reigning will never leave that house. That's according to the Creator, the Most High. And you come to the tribe of Levi. They were given the role and responsibility of the priesthood, interceding between God and mankind. So it runs in the genes, this anointing, the gifts, the talents, the roles and responsibilities. These people are cut out for that kind of responsibility, for those kinds of roles. They are purpose made. They are fit for purpose. And this is not exclusive to the Israelites or to those three tribes that I mentioned. It covers all the other tribes under Israel, and it applies to everybody else, Jew, Greek, Roman, and all of us everywhere without exception. We have specific roles, we have specific responsibilities, and if we want to identify them, we look at the talents that we possess. We look at the gifts that are in evidence within us. And that way we can actually realize which is our actual role and responsibility, which is our place, which is our department, what is our position through those gifts, those talents, that anointing. And all these are actually deposited in our DNA, in our genes. And no matter what we do, they are within us. Even if we do not quickly realize, but we should make it our business to observe ourselves, our relatives, our cousins, our siblings, our parents, our uncles, our aunts, our grandfathers, grandmothers, nieces, great grandfathers. So this is why we need to engage in some excavations, some sort of archaeological work, and be anthropologists, but for the purpose of self-discovery, for the purpose of our own identity, so that we know who we are and what we are supposed to do in this life, what we are supposed to do for ourselves, for our families, for the communities, for the areas where we are located, for the elements, for other creatures, for our time, for our generation. We have a role to play, we have a responsibility. And sometimes we could actually be groping in the dark, picking up this career, finding that we are not fit for it, dropping it, and then searching for another one, enrolling, enlisting for training and taking up courses, and we find somewhere down the line this doesn't quite sit well with us, and we discard it and we look for something else. Sometimes we can spend a whole lifetime looking for ourselves because whilst we're looking for the things that we should excel in, we are actually looking for ourselves. And when we discover who we are, when we find ourselves, we can relax. Like Confucius, the Chinese philosopher, is said to have said, if you find a career that you enjoy, you will never work for another day in your life because you will be doing something that you actually enjoy. And when you do something that you enjoy, you won't feel like it is work. It becomes a hobby. It becomes a pastime to you because you're actually enjoying yourself. It's like somebody who has gone on a tour and they're having a good time in the park, or they've gone for a show, a music show, and they're dancing. They're enjoying themselves. Your career will be like fun, something from which you derive pleasure, something that you do not necessarily often want to skip, to avoid, and to evade, but something that you want to do at any given time that you have the resources, that you have the opportunity. You want to do it because it's part of you. It is actually expressive of your identity. It is self-expression.